Right, this is my first tour of my GoPro camera. Just walking around. This is fun. This is pretty nice gear. I just, this works right. I just got sort of more or less indirectly banned from Reddit. I got my paper trail. It's on Twitter. I'm done. I don't want to take any more risks. You know, Facebook bans me for posting Wendy's butt. And I was like, the right winger. So I'm like, I got to be really cautious, right? The spam thing is like, well, I want to get taken down by Breitbart. That's a nice way to get taken down. Breitbart, that's a surprise. I thought you're all for capitalism. Anyways, I got a chortle on this one. Today, there will be immature days. This is an immature day. I'm looking into the inner darkness of people that I supposedly used to agree with. I am. There's nothing respectable about what I'm doing. But the thing is, you do need to talk about it. Because someday a lot of these Silicon Valley companies, they're looking at real estate, right? Advertising revenue. This is important. Look, how are you going to make any money? If someone like me with no budget can't even email market, how will Facebook make money, right? How will any programmer make money in the long run? I don't understand people. Right? Like job applicants trying to poke Bill Gates for a programming job is not going to generate Microsoft money. On the other hand, a social media, I hate mentioning Bill Gates. He's one of the only examples. That's a curse. I should mention someone obscure so he doesn't get angry at people. Yeah, it's just, a social media influencer, right, doing email marketing for another company, that actually makes money if Microsoft is a sponsor. So you see what I mean? There's one email marketing that's acceptable, which is I get a job, right, from a company. That doesn't help the company make money, does it? That's the thing about Reddit I don't understand, right? We're okay with one form of email marketing, right? In an arguable sense. It's called LinkedIn poking. It's immature, but people need to talk about this, right? Yeah, you're saying, well, the rich guy has so many shekels, right? Right? He's free. But you can't always do that. Right? We live in a society where it's give and take. You have to have a conversation about money. You just can't avoid it all the time and pretend like Bill Gates has an infinite amount of money. You can't just be like, I'm just going to go ask the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to fund my operations, right? That's just like, I'm going to win this African American. It doesn't always work like that, right? At some point, you have to know when gravity applies, right? Gravity is email marketing, B2B sales prospects. So there are really annoying things you can do with marketing, but you have to consider it. Nothing in sales theory, you double check this, nothing in sales works without email marketing. No complex sales theory. You try this, right? Door-to-door sales. That's what email marketing is at a basic level. This is a big deal. How do you make the money? If you advertise, people buy your product, right? How do you make money? I'm serious. Even with all advanced inventory setups, you still need email marketing. Someone please talk about this, right? There needs to be someone sane on Reddit right now. They all banned me. I already posted some pics on Twitter. Anyone can check it out, notification B2. Someone, I'm just walking around. I wander around when I'm bored, so I decided to do a little life simulation skit. Seriously, someone please talk about this. Right? I'm doing this as my brother's playing instruments, so there's less noise. Someone please talk about this, because Reddit can't just get away banning people for just trying to help other companies make money, because then how do you get a job when the Redditors get hired, right? See, this is the problem I have. So when I see like Reddit acting immaturely, right? They're like, you need to seek Reddit care. I can tell they're reading my post, right? Right? You need to make money somehow. Is what I'm not doing not to help increasing my chances of getting revenue? It might go to my dad, it might go to me. It doesn't matter. It's getting me recognition, right? Other people have to do the same thing. Yeah. This is the problem. And I'm looking at this like life has to go on, right? So this is an important post, right? And Facebook's banning this shit too, right? Banning this stuff. Sorry. I'm trying to look for non-cuss words, but we live in as an SGW, we live in a society that doesn't like certain terms. Like, oh, I understand, right? But like I'm not talking about the Holocaust right now. They just like the ban, period. I saw that one YouTube ad about banning drinking water. I was kind of like, I'm going to need some water for that one. There's just nothing sustainable about this. So it's like, okay, email marketing is one of the most basic way to do online sales, right? That's cheaper than commercialism. Companies aren't always going to have revenue to do advertising. They're not going to always have big white products. So I don't know what is going on these days with people. They just don't care about the companies. And so how is the company going to give you a job when you go to school? Right? It's all a revolving chain. Everything starts from door-to-door B2B sales prospects. And then the money that's gathered from profits goes back to reinvesting in the making of the product, which requires the division of labor, right? You're hiring programmers, you're hiring CNC, you're hiring a bunch of people, basically. Programmers, product managers, etc., etc. I don't know. Depends on what your setup is. I'm just talking about Microsoft. But it could go to people like administrative assistants, freelancers, like HTML, CSS people. It just goes to a lot of people. That money is generated through email marketing. It's divided up. So I don't understand what is going on. Like, I am a leftist, but I feel like the left has kind of gone too far in this case. Like, I don't see how Antifa is going to survive if the left just completely hates giving Antifa any food, right? Right? Don't people care about their food on their belly? Like, what is with you guys? At this point, I don't even see an incentive to be nice to your father because they're not going to compensate. They just thumb you up. What's the point? Forget r/Donald. What about you guys? Right? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand people. Yeah, I do this. I just wander around. So these are one of my thoughts. I call this wandering around thoughts edition. I don't understand people. I'm still wondering. This is cool gear. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking camera is gonna cost, but yeah, I don't know. Everything starts from sales. Everything, SpaceX, everything. You can't start anything for free for any industry without email marketing. One of the cheapest ways, you send a mail, I have a business proposal, right? You can literally send that on YouTube free of charge. I got a business Silicon Valley idea for you. Here's my paperwork. Here's my PDFs, right? Here's my sketches, but you know what I mean, of the software infrastructure. I'm trying to be mature here. From my software development team, right? Right, you work free for a little bit. Reddit would literally ban stuff like that. With the way they've treated me, right? So how does any company start off without some seed capital? Now you can say, I'm not sure. Well, you can say that if you want. If you're rich, right? Because you can say, well, I have 6 figures to tank in, right? I can attract venture capitalists, right? Or you're well off. But if you're poor, that's a different story, right? Or am I wrong? Right? How the business is only for the rich, but the rich will be down too, won't they? Right? They can if they want to say it, but this is one of the cheapest methods. It costs nothing. Wouldn't big companies be interested in branching out to other smaller businesses? Try it with someone else before they try out a new idea themselves? Small scale test of business? Right? They can say that if they want, but that's because customers are just lazy in general. Seriously. When was the last time they compensated a mangaka artist for anything? I haven't seen anything. I've seen nothing. Customers do deserve to get called out. They just want to live in a safe space in a way. They want to live in a safe space. They are doing destructive harm to the economic environments, right? Like nature. Right? By basically banning forms of advertising. I am very, when it comes to advertisement, I think we need to be a little bit more pro free speech instead of just like, let's just only allow ads that we block with ad block, really? No, seriously, even the business ads, Reddit, waste of time. Facebook ads, waste of time when you can just start a direct conversation. No one wants to talk about it. No, it's just one of those things. Reddit is kind of a page I don't even want to go to anymore. I don't even know who's thumbing stuff up. Yeah, who else is small business? Same thing, email marketing. Now, if you have a cheaper method, please let me know. I haven't seen any comments or anything. Right? If anyone has a cheaper model like selling merch, well, not good enough. Now, copywriting, which is kind of email marketish, kind of does. Yeah, I can do a lot of stunts with what I have now. Now you can do YouTube videos focused on what you have as an indirect Kickstarter. But after what I'm doing, I'm under the impression people don't actually. I'm under the impression we have a general lie about our unemployment numbers because people don't want to buy. They're annoyed by ads. How is it we have jobs? Right? An economy comes from people more tolerant of advertisement, right? What is our unemployment rate? If you want to say, I'm not sure I believe that, that's fine. But I want to know. Because if you're friendlier to advertising, wouldn't the unemployment rate numbers be more genuine? There's definitely a lot of black smoke, right? Smoke, right? A lot of smoke and a lot of fire this time. I don't know. I think if the United States wants to feel good, they can go back to politics and not discuss about the economy. And then they can go back to left and right, pretend like they're discussing the economy. You can't discuss the economy without discussing e-marketing, period. Right? If you're not tolerant of email marketing, you don't actually care about the economy, you know? Go away, conservatives. Go away, liberals. Stop pretending like you care. You don't care about the digital economy. You probably are pissed off when people do door-to-door sales, right? You know what you can't get away with? Banning people from doing that. You can't call the cops on people like that, right? And people are even more scared of that. Now, forget about it. Don't talk about the economy. I don't care if you're a Republican, right? Or a liberal. Don't bother. Stop wasting people's time. The economy is the only thing that matters, stupid. By the way, don't ban me for that. That's an actual Hallmark quote. The economy. Yeah, everything else is a waste. Everything springs from the economy. Waste of time. I was always wondering, well, how could Donald run on the economy unless it was an advertising gimmick? Yeah, how could you? It's not possible. It's just lie. And look at the factory plant owners, right? You wonder why they're opening plants supposedly and nothing happens. You wonder why that's happening? Because they find out they can't email market their car products. You guys are all just, Breitbart just loves fake news. It's just fake news from both sides. Look, I'll tell you when the economy is good. Let me know when people are actually open to advertising. Let me know when the guys stop using ad block. I'll believe in the economic numbers. That's one of the best litmus tests to see if people care. Right? Doesn't advertising generate revenue? What else does? You let me know. How do you know how a product sells? No, seriously. How else do people know your product? I want to know. I really want to know. Because flyers, isn't that annoying? Flyers aren't as efficient. You got to use everything, right? Everything starts from commercially. Then we can talk about receiving from the warehouse stage, right, for any product. Yeah, customers, they're just on a crusade to ban commercialism because they're annoyed by it. It's like, well, that's fine, but you might as well ban jobs. You might as well ban college if we keep this up, right? You might as well just pack it up. Go home. Stop talking about Donald. Stop talking about Obama, right? Because stop complaining about Obama. Stop complaining about people. Get your boots up, right? You're supposedly into Ayn Rand. I seriously doubt it. Get your boots up. Go up to individualism. Do I care? I'm an SJW. I know how to argue both sides out of my face, right? Get your boots back up to work, right, guys? Learn to code doesn't work without advertising Microsoft products. No, just seriously, you go email marketing on Reddit. They ban you everywhere. I just got kicked off r/conspiracy. Who's going to be hiring? Is anyone going to be hiring those career fairs? This is such fake news. And the school board, I bet you they just ghost you after the interview process. That's terrifying. Let's see. Now people wonder, how do you email market SpaceX stuff? That's easy. Sell your 27 propulsion engines. Hey, look. Here's my Tesla SpaceX Gundam model dual kit or SpaceX rockets. I'm selling this for $500,000. Please buy it, right? On my Amazon eBay store. Guess what happens when you post on Reddit? Oh, I banned it. You need to seek health care, Elon Musk. Reddit they just don't care about people in general. They don't know when to stop, right? They don't know when to be quiet. Doesn't matter how many thumbs down or thumbs up you get trying to ban people like me, right? You need people like me to get money for your business. Nothing starts. Otherwise, the CEO has to do door to door eventually. I mean, you can use your rich connections to go talk to venture capitalists, I guess, but then you're shoving out other opportunities to make money, right? Because the business isn't always going to go good. I don't know. See what happens. See what Reddit is one click away from death the moment everyone is well self-aware of it. Right? You just thumb down, thumb up. Reality. What's reality? What makes money? Call people a grifter all you want. I had someone call me a grifter. Right? Dr. Legacy called me a grifter, right? Just like, I don't care. You want a college job or what? Right? It's a Hoffman Poe, whatever his name. Ooh, grow up. Grow up, bro. So you plan on going to school? Are you trying to help your future company that you're going to work for make money? Or you already have a college degree? You sure your corporation's not going to fire you for destroying a economic business model? One of the only cheap, sustainable ones? Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, guys. You know why I can talk like this? Because I am sick and tired of talking to people who pretend like they're sane, but they're not. You just respond back with memes and never apologize. I do not like people like that, period. That doesn't help anyone. And then awkwardly walk away. If you walk in my shoes, you think you like that? No one does. Ever wonder why grudges start forming? Because people don't know how to apologize and, pardon my French, shut up. People don't know how to apologize. I don't care which side of the aisle. None of you guys know how to apologize. You just think you're always in the wrong. There is no such thing as a nice guy. Even the nice guy don't know how to apologize. They just know how to apologize to women because they want to get in their pants. But beyond that, they really don't know. They truly don't know. Society needs to learn a harsh lesson. They're just feeding themselves lies. Nice guys, seriously, you apologize to your friends, family, or your society, but what about strangers, right? What about strangers who are right and help you out? Do you take the time to look for their email address, right? Do you take the time to put on Instagram, hey, random stranger, you gave me useful advice. I want to see that. More common. You do not apologize. You are not a nice guy, okay? Please, and I put this in quotation marks, with all due respect, please shut up. No, you're not, okay? That's not a true nice guy. Because if you really are like that, you're worth going gay for, brother. There's nothing realistic about you guys. what is the big topic? I don't really look at the news these days. I'm thinking of branching off into like manga and a bunch of these other side gigs. I'm thinking of becoming a talk because like it's hard to cover these topics. You can't relate to people talking about the economy, macroeconomic models, right? You can't relate to people talking about supply chain right now. We are in a middle of a long-term dust bowl that we need to wake up from. We're in the middle of the infinite Tsukiyomi stage, right? We need to wake up from this, right? You're banning marketing from everything. The digital economy. Here's the other thing. I'm still wondering. So the next big story that I want to talk about is real estate. Not really. People like to think houses are worth a lot. Maybe. Not really. Depends on what connections you have. Right? When you have a valuable house with a valuable stock, it depends on the connections. You can say, well, houses, yes, if you get it, sure. But with the right connections, that's when the value gets recognized. So who actually can get, you know who can? And I hate saying this right now because media perception-wise, we're going to go look at two top people, right? Who can be big real estate owners. It's definitely not Kanye, by the way. Free of charge. It's the Silicon Valley companies, right? Amazon, Google, Facebook. Right? And it's because they can sell airport food to the real estate customers. Like my rule is whoever can digitally sell food, it's such a shameful thing to talk about. The best, Google is doing a great job. You saw Google Sites, they just need the right program development team. Just spam thousands of Google Sites of Boeing food. Start with RMR coffee. Yes, spam Boeing. Start somewhere. Don't need to start at Google if you feel ashamed of their foods and their selection choices. Just start with Boeing. Start with the airlines. You don't need to compete against people. Do stuff for free. Why do I want to talk about this? It's normal. It's useful. I do this for my spare time. Start advertising. Start talking about it. Stop bleeping or stop banning people. This is what produces value. Banning people all the time doesn't produce any value. Like, even for the groups you supposedly represent. It's not helping you guys, right? Are you compensating them with cash? If you're a marginalized group, don't you need money the most of all? You can't ban people. Those people, you got to test them. See if they're willing to be your business trading partner. People want to live in mansions. Marginalized African American communities, they want mansions most of all. Maybe they'll become racist after they get cash. I don't know. People morph when they get cash. But the point is, you need to help them. This is called the truth. People do morph. Remember the Boondocks with the grandpa guy, how he got cash and just became an a-hole? It happens. Whatever. Maybe you don't actually care about giving them cash. Look, people morph, okay? When you're on the low income ladder, you complain about social justice. When you get money, you stop caring. Life happens. I'm sorry. I actually like wandering around while I'm talking about this. So yeah, we should all think about this. Anyways, just yeah. Now they sell food the best. Boeing's pretty good for. I think they can, right? Because they can get a splice at least 20% of the profits. I think there's a stronger case anyway. Strongest. I'm just presenting crazy sales proposals because I myself have no experience doing actual with any. Well, I don't have direct wealthy family backing. Of people doing sales for real estate that work, right? Otherwise you're poor. You got to go door-to-door sales. Hey, buy my house. Customer, tempted to throw a refrigerator at you. Right? It's like the Girl Scouts. No one likes the Girl Scouts. Right? When you're talking to the Girl Scouts, all you're thinking is, Get the fuck out of here, right? No, sorry, let me rephrase my language. Right? Out. Not in my backyard, right? They're all thinking, that's a famous phrase for a reason, right? Don't tread on me, Girl Scouts. You know it's true. Okay? You might say, hey, I'm nice, right? I gave you cookies. Right? Some people will be tolerant, don't get me wrong. I'm always for that, but in your mind, it's definitely there. NIMBY, right? Don't tread on me. Where's my Second Amendment when I need it, right? Because you definitely have to do the Girl Scouts maneuver when you're selling real estate stuff, right? People are not going to buy those real estate flyers. The joke is, I hear that if you do enough of it, people get annoyed enough that they sort of let you off, do something else, or they just buy a house. Right? It's sad. Yeah, we are living in a very, very sad world. Anyways, yeah, I have no idea what they're gonna say. Yeah, let's try to make this last. I'm actually looking at it. Can you actually see what's in the fridge? Yeah, I probably don't. Part of me doesn't want to comment. Part of me does want to comment. There's I hate doing a web series about how society really hasn't been sane for a while. Right? They think, let's say, okay, so Elon can get in with his space rockets. Like, wait for humanity. Maybe you need a free house, right? Like, you sell real estate to people you think actually matter, right? Come to businesses that you think are fighting for the greater good, or could fight for the greater good. Because that's what you think of a house. Protection insurance, right? Rough it counts, by the way. Now, Kanye is just music. No one really cares about music, Kanye, in the real estate industry. It's a cool thing. Don't get me wrong. You could probably earn some money doing real estate. Don't get me wrong. Now, it might be enough for you to retire. But, like, not in terms of, like, I'm going to get the exact same earnings, right? At least. Right? Facebook can do photo ops of real estate houses, right? On social media. Now look what I'm doing right now. I got this. Got your camera here. You're just walking around. You waddling. By the way, that's terrible. If you get real estate commercials and you force like the YouTubers to do this, right? And they just walk around doing, hey, look at this. Look at this 3D tour. You know that's bad. Here's the trash can. Here's the refrigerator. All right, this is the type of stuff that generates money for Facebook and YouTube. Right? Tim Pool is walking through a new house that's getting remodeled. He covers the news. He's following a news reporter, right? Honestly, real estate is your best pal, Facebook, if you can get these people to move. Right? Cheater News does an anime review. Yeah, and he's talking about anime as he walks. He's carrying. That's right. That's real estate advertising, right? Right? You just have one screen, like do the PewDiePie lamp. Have one screen show the anime review, and the other half, right, just show you walking through the house. Looks bad, but you know what the point is. It looks unique. It shows the address. Here's the house I'm advertising, right, as you do the anime review. I'm not doing that, you guys. I'm laughing because that is what commercialism is. It's the way where you feel like cutting yourself. You can't help but laugh. That makes it better. Right? Look at these. Look at this Setter Oka wall. Okay, I'm reviewing Pokemon Movie 2000, Return of Lugia. She review anime stuff. This is a nice, smooth wall. Okay, anyways, Lugia is an important pivotal story and character, blah, 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 blah. Or I'm reviewing AOT, right? And I'm sitting on this sofa. It generates buzz, at least. A lot of people don't care. They just don't care. Right? And if it makes you feel better, you can just add Fred there. Hi, I'm TV Reviews' news reporter. It's me, Fred. There's a lot of people that could. It's so embarrassing. That makes it the best. People will be more likely, or at least give pity money to the real estate guy. And there you go. They make their cash. It's sad. It's sad. It's like, why don't you know how to hustle? Here's other ways to make money. Videotape this. Tim will cover some stuff. He helps build a house. There's just things you can do. Like I said, just limitless potential. Now that sucks too. Just do it for like 2 minutes. Don't need to do a good job. Just you showing up means something. Maybe you don't even have to build a brick. Just show up and breathe. Right? Get a respirator, man. I'm telling you, there's just things people don't want to do. It's not just them, the customers, it's probably the worst one. But you know what I mean, right? That's the only safe way. You can't even poke people on marketing these days. Yeah, if you sell Amazon, Whole Foods, you could actually just eat Whole Foods as you're doing this, right? Right. You could go through Whole Foods stores, you walk there, you're doing an anime review. They'll let you through, right? Have a crowd feels like, hey, buying food for you, Tim. You want some Burger King? That's just commercialism. Who cares? I'm a Republican. I support you. Right, here's my Wendy's burger. Just spam a crap ton of anime. Now, does anyone, now these are ideas that make money. Does anyone want to do that? Even if they don't buy the product, right? Might get free food, who knows what it is. Or flexible, that's what we want. In the world of sales. Right, there's a reason why sales rhymes with ale, because you need to drink beer after doing sales. Because you may not have actually sold a unit, but you made money. Right? I gave you some Stanford loans for free. Go elsewhere. But I still want you to do real estate once you get some capital, right? That's money, right? And then Google gets some money anyways. That's what encourages people to do charity sponsorship events. Maybe they pay you in charity sponsorship events. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm so concerned. I want to make money. Yeah. A lot of the YouTubers, my guess is the reaction of YouTubers, no offense, it sounds like Reddit. The email marketing, now that doesn't really matter to me. You still have a reason to hate Reddit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm looking. In the future, I expect Google Sites to cover. Yeah, you can do Google Sites. Help Elon Musk is going to design a Google Sites website, right? Set up a store. I always look at a person that's doing it, and I always feel like they're doing the bare minimum. Don't. They learn all this stuff. They learn physics and stuff. They can simplify Elon's rocket thrusters. You don't have to be friends. At least respecting enough to say, hey, you help me, I help you, I help Google, right? I assume they took the Bachelor's of Science of Marketing, right? And learn how to do this. Some people like me can't get through an exam, right? But when I think about it, this is what you should be doing. Honestly, And if they need to learn more marketing, the YouTubers can do this for a while and then read some marketing books like, hey, I'm really struggling to learn this at the end of the commercial, right? Right? That helps cement the fact that it needs to be more forgiving of ads. I need to learn this marketing concept at the end, right? Hey, I'm really stuck. Please help me. That makes adverts more acceptable. I want to be really profitable about YouTube, right, for me and make more money so I can get a business. Learning marketing, I need help. I can't afford school. So now you can spam random adverts that actually help generate revenue. It's like, well, I need to help him. You need a conversation with your customers. Well, I can't do standardization. I can't carry through. I'm busy, right? I can't even get a C+. Starts making the college administration's board more human all of a sudden. You cover it as like, I'm really struggling on this concept. Some marketer help you, right? They're a big fan of you. That's a way of showing support, ain't it? You might just tutor free of charge. Live feed it. Help you on live feed. So you can do videos faster. This is the type of stuff no one wants to do, by the way. I would, but I'm not paid any. It's sad. I'm okay with that. I just watch anime reviews. It makes people grill and chill, but that doesn't get the audience engaged in actually helping companies make money. Or the social media info. Not enough anyways. Right? Like So real estate. What do we have next? Well, yeah. We got Tim Cook, right? Right. He does some commercial ads. You can, sure. You can just say, hey, I am looking through. I'm looking at an iPad Mini, right? I'm looking. So look. Tim Cook's advertisement's easy, right? You just stop here. That's literally it. You just see that. It's like, hey, buy this, and then as you keep doing an advertisement, you just see them standing next to it, right? I'm just telling you. You might as well go and do that. Right? And just advertise plasma. There's a lot of companies you can advertise if you do this, right? This too. Look at this. Look. Let me jump. Again, just advertise. Chairs. Look, there's so many things you can advertise. Now, don't get me wrong. Customers will hate you. But it's more acceptable now. They always hate bidding for the cost of chairs. Everyone hates haggling about the cost of marble, but that's not Google's problem anymore. It's between them and the sponsors once they decide to buy. I think I just want to give you charity, right? Of course they're going to cuss on the phone. Yeah, it just happens. That is what a buying process looks like. A buying process is not a friendly process. None of it is. Amazon. I'm complaining to customer service for Amazon. You're Scamazon, right? You see the customer. I'm doing a live class. That encourages more people to buy stuff. As you're advertising like Whole Foods, they just do commercial ads like, well, I'm still buying food, right? If it's framed that way. Now, it might be risky, but when you're dealing with the customer, you kind of have to, right? Because they're fibbing on their purchase. It's on their mind. Right? Transaction risque anyways. Now, you have to filter some of the comments, of course. But you always want to showcase the ones where they're complaining when it comes to customer service and still wanting to get the food. Yeah, it's just who else? Who else can you advertise? You can advertise the video here. You can advertise bonsai trees. I mean, look at so many things. Whatever's in the house, basically. A glass vase. We'll see. You'll see. Yeah, you can definitely get a free college education to speed it up, and it helps the advertiser. And you'll have an awkward conversation. Oh, please help me with this. But at least there's no awkward, I'm abandoning you, Tim Pool, right? As I help you awkwardly learn a marketing concept. Because he's like, well, that's not an influencer. He's just not learning. That's okay. You can awkwardly look at, I'm really stuck. I really hate school all of a sudden. Now, this took 5 hours to get through an assignment. That helps the advertiser. Like if Sam Amber's like, well, we're just telling you he can get a job here someday, right? I'm sorry. Anytime you talk about money, it's always a painful conversation. It's like being shot in the butt with an arrow. Yeah. Right, maybe you can advertise vinegar. This is funny. Right? Or I just want to keep doing this. Can do Cato Crisp, right? It's funny going through these. Milk. Ice. Fairlife. Yeah. I'm going to keep doing this, see what I can do. I may do a beet shoe next. We'll see. We'll see what we got. I'm going to end this by saying this. Yeah, I don't know what the future of YouTube is. It's definitely not. I don't know what the future of YouTube really is. Now here's the other thing. I saw a pay to travel vid a while back, right, with 0 followers. This is a sustainable method of travel, right? Some of these corporations are located out of state. Maybe you can have them travel and you can do an anime review. Right? You can have one of your news reporters or one of your video editing team. Right? I'm guessing they pay other people to do their shit. Have them do a video skit of traveling, right? Right, and then have one side have Chibi do anime reviews, have the other side have him do traveling within the wild Sahara jungle or something. I get my geography wrong. I don't know. I'm just like a 49er. School doesn't drive well. I'm trying. Yeah, I just have the notification. Goes like, hey, look, here's the Agrabah market. I bought some Doritos. A Doritos company, assuming, or maybe there's a Dorito company located in Himalayas. Just go. I'm seeing Amazon vehicle. On one half, I see Chibi doing Amazon. On the other half, I see the DSP vehicle. Going to the Himalayan mountains, trying to purchase a Snickers bar, right? Just advertise for these companies. Yeah, Doritos sometimes sell Snickers. I don't know. You can use other advertisers as memes. Because there's memes made out of advertising companies. Yeah, and this is just a sad world. Yeah, I'll cap this off now.